memorial somebody put here. Very peaceful place for one. I guess it would be okay if I use it as a memorial too. Boy, it's a big river. I'll start with my mom. The Gokona River it is. Thank you, Mom, for your strength and consistency and stubbornness. I hope all three of those traits rubbed off on me. Daddy, thank you for showing me that it's okay to sing out loud every day, every hour. Gotta move on now. So this is the view for the most part when you're driving interior Alaska. Flat, straight, pretty uneventful, 80% of it. I show you this because normally you're only seeing the 20% where the land has more feature to it. Kind of goes along with that. If it bleeds, it leads. In this case, if it's scenic, I'm shooting it with my camera. Right now I'm wiping it. Another thing I do, and have probably done, I don't know, a zillion times, is when I get out of the truck, for any reason, I always check my straps. These are heavy duty nylon straps. They did me well. I went about, 40,000 miles last year on it. But anyway, I was checking the straps and I got to the last one, almost past it, you know, like, oh, they're always good. Whoa! But look at this. It's loose. And I noticed that down here where the teeth are, it slipped. Now I'm going to put it back into where it was. That's okay there. But why did it slip? Well, this one here on the other side has separated from the clip completely. So there's only one side working. So it's weak. Now I've got to fix that. I have a spare, believe it or not. This is good for now. So yeah, you could do it a zillion times and you'll be good, but the zillionth and one, you might not be. So you got to keep doing it. I'm trying to take this trip slowly, not just for philosophical or spiritual reasons, but economical. I don't have a lot of money. I quit my job. I walked away from my $80,000 a year teaching job to just be free on the earth in my truck camper. And then inflation hit, gas prices soared, stock market plunged. My meek savings has gotten meeker. So I've got to be slower. If I drive as far as I can every day, or go as fast as I can, I'm going to run out of money before I run out of time. I need to live another 20 years on next to nothing, so let me wipe off this rain. There. So I figured, you know, the least I can spend during a day's time, whether it's not driving at all or driving as much as I need to, playing golf at the cheapest place, if not golfing at all, if I can get by without golfing a few days here and there. So I'm trying to redefine once again normal. By the way, gas is over $5 a gallon in interior Alaska, and will be probably close to $8, or I'll guess $9 per gallon in Canada. But it will get cheaper as I go closer to the south, west. I may even spend some time in Texas, where it's very easy on the gas, on the food bill, and lodging. Lots of free, beautiful beach areas down near Galveston. You end up in the prairies, northern Texas, if I want to go there. Just want to stay away from the cowboys or the cowboy hats. I don't think there are cowboys inside those hats. They're just Trumpers. You know, all hat, no cowboy. All hat, all Trumper. Yeah. But if you go way north, you get to the ranchers. If you go way south, you get to the hippies. You know, down there, Galveston. It's kind of artsy-fartsy down there. Anyway, wipe this windshield one more time. I should say the ranchers in Texas, I've met a few, and I've lived among them in my truck camper. They're the real thing. They wear the cowboy hats, but they're the cowboys. They're Republicans, but they're not necessarily Trumpers. I think they think he's a dandy. You know, never worked a day in his life. Con man kind of guy. But they'll vote for him. We'll see. Come this election. I think he's turned off more and more of the traditional Republicans. We'll see. Democracy is at stake, so it seems that a lot of folks, especially the Trumpers, think they're fighting for democracy. They're actually, you know, going for an autocracy, authoritarianism. That's what they're going for, whether they know it or not. I think they're at least they're misled. But I know a lot of them, you know, they want authoritarianism because right now it's going to be kind to them, but it doesn't end well for anybody. They'll be eating each other's rumps. That's how dictatorships usually end. Mass starvation and mass graves. And why are we any different? You know, our democracy lasted a long time. I think it's going to end maybe in my lifetime, and I'm 61. But it'll still be the most successful democracy the world has ever seen. You know, I just hope she reaches her 250th birthday, this great country, under its democratic republic governing philosophy. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to stay out of the all hat, no cowboy parts of Texas. It's not part of my spiritual journey. Okay, enough politics out of me. All right, rain stop, found a dry little pull-off near the Little Toke River. You can hear it flowing under the bridge there. Anyway, I stopped here to fix my strap. And the problem was, and I can show it easier on this one, where it starts to roll up onto itself. If you start that process too early, then the roll, it's like a roll of tape, it builds and builds and builds, and it actually pushes up the release on its own. So I took it all apart and started with a lot more slack. So when it rolled up, it didn't get to the top and start pushing on it. Now that left for more slack than I wanted, but I just kind of looped it around and around and around, and it's fine. tight as a drum, and we're good to go. Looks like it's clearing up and chilling out. You can see the new snow on top of the local Toke Mountains up there. We're about a half hour out of Toke. I go that way. And then we'll head to the border about 100 more miles. I'll cross into Canada. That's my goal. Without any issues this time, I hope. Got to tell you about the last time. So I've always had a problem with authority figures. I had two uncles that were cops. And I don't know why, but when they used to come over when I was a little kid, I would hide under the steps until they left. Now, why did I do that? I was 4, 5, 6. I don't know. But I still have a problem crossing borders in this case, so we'll see what happens.